last week on Westwood Park.
Anyway, you're better off with Tiffany. And as for that child, are you sure it's yours, Jason? Did you do a blood test?
Mom, you think Sahara would lie about something as important as a child?
Why not? She lied about her family background, didn't she? She wanted you to think that she was an orphan. But the truth of the matter is she ran away from home.
That is entirely different, and you know it.
Nah. What are you talking about, boy? Brace yourself. Bridge Nelson just called. She wants to see you tonight.
Bridge Nelson called?
Yeah.
Bridge Nelson. You're lying, right?
No, she just called, honestly. She said she wants you to come to CMV Studios, 8 o'clock sharp. You can't go looking like you're from the country.
I can't believe this. I can't believe this. All right. I'll go there. I'll be myself, and I'll just listen to what I have to say.
Yeah, but when I get out, where will I go? What will I do?
Don't worry. Blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth. The Lord will provide, sister. The Lord will provide.
You.
Tiffany, you're the greatest. I really needed this one.
I know. You still got lots more to come.
Mom, I don't think my heart could take more excitement.
Well, just brace yourself because, honey, we've only just begun.
Tiffany, I really appreciate your support through this whole Sahara thing. I love you for giving me the opportunity to know my son.
I know. But let's just forget all about that. Let's just think about us. Okay? Mr. Dusoleil, I want you to follow me.
And the cab. And then George and his friend got into the car and went home. And they lived happily ever after. You know what, sweetie? Very soon, we're going to be living happily ever after with Daddy. Didn't think it would have been this hard to get him back. But that little viper is putting up a pretty good fight. But oh, Tiffany, you're forgetting one important factor. Yeah.
Oh, Jason, let it ring. Oh.
Hello, I have to see you. You could come here? I can't leave Mr. Herbert.
I thought I felt you calling me.
Listen, what really going on with you, girl?
I ain't hear from you in a long, long time. Annie, madam, how's she going?
Girl, you read the papers? Like all hell break loose. The madam gone. She leave me here alone in the house with she husband and she sick daughter.
So, she chose to run away. Don't worry, girl. Whatever she run away from, that gone with she.
And you know something? Eventually, she have to return and face those demons.
Right now, I really don't care about she and she demons now. I have to figure out what to do. Miss Pamela leave a little money for me, but I don't know what to do with it.
Well, what you want me to do for you?
That is what I want to talk to you about. So you could come?
I suppose I could. Things kind of quiet here these days. You know? Eventually, it's gonna heat up with elections and everything.
Well, I want you to bring a few things when you come in. Don't worry, I'll go pay for it. You have to put them on before you come.
Girl, what you talking about?
Well, hush and listen, I will tell you.
Come in. Oh, hi, Roy. Well, to what do I owe the pleasure of this visit?
I just thought I'd drop by and see how you're going.
Well, that's very nice of you.
You look well.
But, I mean, considering this house seems so big and so empty. The weather isn't helping. I feel so alone.
I know how you feel. Since the Baroness is you, you're the only person that I can talk to in this town. That means a lot to me.
That's very nice of you to say so. Can I get you something to drink to warm up the blood a little bit?
Sure, thank you. Rum straight up. Thank you very much. What's this you're working on?
Or just some papers from the insurance company. Do you know, the insurance company tells me that I cannot claim on Jonathan's insurance unless I can produce a body. Presumed dead does not mean dead in their books. I may have to wait 7 years before I can claim.
But that's just the insurance money. You still have an income from Prisma Paints.
I shouldn't I? But the fact is I don't. And I don't know what to do.
What do you mean by that?
Roy, I have a confession to make. I'm a gambler. Yes, Roy, I gamble all the time. I've been doing it for years. It has gotten so bad that I have gambled away all our savings, as well as Kenya's university money. I don't have a black cent. Well, except for Jonathan's account and this check for $1 million from Herbert Gunman.
What? Why in God's name would Herbert Gunman give you a check for $1 million?
Hello?
Hello, Tiffany.
Oh, Sahara, it's you. What do you want?
I've been trying to get through to Jason all night. Where is he?
Well, to tell you the truth, we were otherwise engaged.
Can I help you?
Not that it is any of your business, but our son is sick. Now, can I speak with his father, please?
Jason. Sahara.
Yes, hello?
Hello, Jay? I'm sorry to disturb you, but it's Jonathan. He's been sick all night.
Yeah, what are his symptoms?
He's just not looking so well. I don't know. I'm not sure, and I just don't know where to find a good pediatrician.
Sarah, and you expect me to know where one is? I mean, come on.
He has a high fever, and he's just been crying, and I just don't know what to do.
God, this is not a good time, Sarah. It really is.
Could you please come over? I feel so alone, and I need you.
Okay, give me a couple of minutes. I'll be right there, okay?
Jason, I can't believe it. You're not going over there now.
Tiffany, the boy is sick, okay?
Yeah, but she could call somebody else. Sahara used to live in Westwood Park, didn't she? Does she have any other friends she could call?
It's my kid, okay? It's my responsibility, Tiffany.
Jason, enough is enough. I've had it with this. You know, we haven't discussed this before, but now is as good a time as any. Can't you see that she's using this child to get to you? God, you know, I just find it so incredible that this woman could just waltz into town, tell you that this is her child, and you accept it.
Tiffany, it makes sense. I mean, the boy's age. I mean, don't you think he looks like me? And you've seen him. Come on.
Jason, I will quite happily accept the boy into our life if he is your son. Go and have a paternity test. We have a life together, don't we?
Of course we do. I really have to go, okay? I'll be right back. I promise.
Why in God's name would Herbert Gunman give you a check for $1 million?
It's a long story. But let us just say that that check and the circumstances surrounding it are the main reasons why Jonathan took his trip to death. It's all Herbert's fault.
Come on, Ava, let's be rational here.
I am very serious. If that man never came into this country and never came into our lives, Jonathan will still be here.
But Ava, life is full of what-ifs. The important thing here is that Jonathan is gone, and it is not entirely because of Herbert Gunman.
That is very easy for you to say, Roy. You don't know the whole story, do you?
Then tell me, Ava. I would like to understand.
No, I'm not going there. It's too long and too painful, and I don't want to go through that again. Anyway, going through it is not going to change anything, is it?
Well, you might be right about that. So, where do we go from here?
To Charisma Paints. Roy, what do you know about how that company is run?
Quite a bit. Until a year ago, Charisma Paint seemed to be a legitimately run company. That was until Jonathan began to uncover some discrepancies with the shipments.
Yes, he found out about the pollution, yes.
You know about that?
Of course I know about that. I am his... It was his wife.
Listen, at first, Jonathan thought that they were just dumping excess or defective paint into the swamp, which was an atrocity in itself. But then we got to work to try and find out why so much paint was being dumped and who was allowing the dump.
But I could have told you. Why didn't you all ask me? I could have told you. Herbert Gunman Roy, look at it. Herbert is Minister of the Environment. Environmental atrocities are committed and somebody is allowing it to continue. It has to be Herbert Gunman Roy. It's very obvious.
Ava, you can't incriminate people on hearsay, otherwise the jails would be overflowing.
I know all of that, but don't you see? It is all Herbert's fault. Herbert is responsible for what happened to Jonathan, isn't he?
Not quite.
What do you mean?
Well, We did get to find out that Herbert was paid off to turn a blind eye to the pollution in the swamp. And then we discovered the other side of the story.
What?
Drugs.
Drugs?
Drugs.
Hi, Jason.
Where's the boy, Sahara?
His name is Jonathan, and he's in his room.
Where's his room?
It's over there. Wait. He's sound asleep now. I found some medicine, and it worked. Please don't wake him.
Sahara.
What? Do you think I wanted to waste your time? I was scared, Jason. Okay, maybe I panicked. I'm sorry. But thank you for coming anyway. Would you mind staying for a drink?
No, thanks.
Please. We really haven't gotten a chance to talk since I got back.
That's because you sneaked into town at the dead of night, didn't tell a soul, and just sprung this mystery child.
It was not like that, Jason. I just didn't know how to deal with everyone, especially you.
Sahara. Why didn't you tell me about the baby?
Your knowing about the baby would have just complicated everything. It was already a tough decision for me to decide whether to keep him or not.
So why did you keep him?
Because I wanted to keep a piece of you with me.
But didn't the pregnancy get in the way of your career?
No. Actually, it worked out quite well. While I was pregnant, I was recording my album in the studio. And 1 week before the album was due to be released, our son was born. And our son is featured in my first video.
But Sahara, how could you? You knew how much I loved you. How much I wanted children. A family. How could you not tell me?
I just couldn't give myself to you totally then. I just wanted to be independent, to be able to say, yes, I did it on my own. I wanted to be a success in my own right. I didn't want to end up like my friends who just put their dreams on a shelf and then what?
I would have never kept you back.
I didn't know that then. I couldn't. I was too young, too stupid, far too selfish. To me, a relationship meant slavery then. And I didn't think I can cope with a man and a career. And frankly speaking, the career was more important to me then.
But I would have never denied you that. I would have been there for you. I would have supported you.
But you didn't want to leave with me.
You didn't give me much of a choice.
You're right. I'm sorry. But Jason, I never stopped loving you. You've always been the biggest part of my life. I love you, and I always have. But I just need to know that you forgive me. Please let me know you forgive me. Just tell me you forgive me.
I forgive you.
Do you really? Yes.
Excuse, I'm here to see Miss Bridge Nelson, please.
And who shall I say is here to her?
Anton Suku. Anton Suku.
Miss Nelson, there's an Anton Suku here too. Yes, ma'am. Right away. You can go on up now. Upstairs, first door on your right.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much.
Sahara, we shouldn't be doing this.
Why? Doesn't it feel good?
But it doesn't feel right.
Why not?
Things have changed. I spent the last 4 years of my life trying to get myself together. You can't just come now and screw things up.
I never wanted you out of my life, Jason. I just needed to make a life of my own. Now I have, and I need you to be a part of it.
You sure didn't make that clear 4 years ago. Things are different now.
Yes, they are. We have a son.
So it seems. I have to go. Tiffany's waiting. We'll discuss old times some other time.
Does this jog your memory?
I need to know if Sinbad's coming into the studio because we're almost completely booked. And Mariah's coming in next week, and God alone knows how long she'll take. Okay. But, keep on top of things and get back to me. Okay, love your cue. Bye. That was Mr. Jones. Hi, Anton. How are you? Good. Can I offer you something to drink?
No, thanks. I'm fine.
Trent, why don't you get me a martini? Shaken, not stirred. Love to say that line. And get Anton something soft to drink. Oh, by the way, that's my assistant, Trent.
Oh.
Okay, let's get on to serious business. I like what I heard, and I think you have a good future. And if you play your cards right, you could be the envy of every fellow with an ounce of talent. So I say we cut a track next week, go with some vibes, see how things go, and we take it from there. Did you bring anything for us to listen today?
Yeah,
Thank
about
you.
this cassette. It's not so wholesome as all of that, but it's all right.
It's all right, it's all right. Try and put this on. Just relax. Nice. Very nice. Okay, Trent, thank you. I think we can use one or two of your songs. But have you ever thought about soca?
Thank you. Soca, no. Never did.
Let's put it this way, Anton. There are 1,000,001 balladeers. But how many world-class soca artists do we have? You could be one. Yes. You have what it takes. You have the potential. You have the talent. Can I ask you to stand up for me, please? I'd like to see what I'm working with. Okay, we may have to change your image, change your clothes, and maybe show some more skin. Can I ask you to turn around, please? Very nice. Can you whine? Don't worry about it. We'll fix that. Okay, Wednesday next week, 8:30 sharp.
Wednesday.
Okay, great.
8:30 sharp.
Nice seeing you, Anton.
Okay, thanks.
You serious? He can't begin to look sexy. That fella is a wuss. You losing it or what?
Trent, why don't you shut up? And please remember that it's my vision that's keeping you in the money. And besides, I know exactly what I'm doing.
Yeah, but don't forget who does make you feel good.
Not now, Trent.
So it was true. There was a drug operation. I knew Herbert Gun Monroe was low, but I didn't think he'd sink that low.
But Herbert was not involved in the drug
He
operation.
had to be. He's a nasty, stinking, evil man. He had to be involved in that drug operation.
There was nothing that we uncovered that indicated that he knew anything about the drug operation. We know Williams is involved. But he only dealt with Herbert as far as the payoff for the pollution in the swamp was concerned.
Are you sure?
As sure as we can be right now.
So if Herbert isn't the head of this drug operation thing, then who is?
Well, we have not been able to uncover that as yet. We know Williams is not acting alone. But there's another party who seems to know every move we make. We haven't been able to track them down as yet. Now that Jonathan is out of the way, Williams will try to control Charisma Paints for sure. But don't worry. Jonathan was supposed to take the evidence to the authorities before he left.
So why didn't they arrest Williams?
Well, you know how these things take time.
But if the police came up with anything, they would have... Roy, what if Jonathan's accident was not an accident? What if they tried to kill him to prevent him from going to the police with the evidence?
That might be possible. But William showed up at the funeral. I'm sure he would have been tipped off if the evidence against him had surfaced.
I am going to get to the bottom of this if it is the last thing I do.
How do you intend to do that?
I'm going to work at Charisma Paints.
Are you crazy?
I still have to support myself, you know. And somebody has to fill Jonathan's shoes. Look, Jonathan is still a major shareholder in that company, and somebody has to look after his shares. And I think that I am the best person to do it.
But you don't qualify for the job, Ava. What do you know about running a business? Far less this paint company.
Well, I could learn. You could teach me. Between you and Mark, with his legal expertise, I am sure I will be ready for this job in no time.
Ava, you crazy. The board will never approve your appointment. Besides, it's too dangerous. In case you've not been listening, there's a drug ring operating within the company. That makes it a very dangerous situation. One which you, my dear, are not equipped to handle.
Roy, listen to me. I am going to do it whether you help me or not. Okay? So, are you going to help me?
You are a crazy woman. You are crazy.
Right now, I really don't care about she and she demons, no? To figure out.
So, let's get down to business. Just now, I'm sliding off the cushion. Well, let's put it this way, Anton. There are 1,001 balladeers, but how many world-class soca artists are there? You could be one. I mean, you have what it takes. You have the talent. Can I ask you to stand for me, please? Sorry. I love it. Okay, let's get on to serious business. I like what I heard. I think you have a great future ahead of you. And if you play your cards right, you could be the envy of every fella with the angst. What the hell is the angst? I think we'll use one or two of your tunes. Have you ever thought about soca? Let's put it this way, Anton. There are 1,001 soca artists. And you are not one of them right now, because I really